Hello and welcome to my Gran Turismo 4 video where I'm gonna play arcade mode. Let's go. We'll do a single race. And we'll do original circuits. I like to play... I like to play El Capitan. I have completed the game on this save, so I have a lot of cars to choose from. I'm gonna pick my favorite brand. And I'm gonna pick a race car from this brand, Subaru. And I'm gonna pick this. Alright, so I play with a Logitech Driving Force Pro, which is a wheel specifically designed for GT4, which this game is. I have the music off, by the way, because I don't want to get copyrighted. Alright, so we're facing some rally cars on an asphalt track. Makes sense. Let's go. I need to change my camera. Alright, so we're passing them here. This was way too easy. But you never know, I could crash. There's 2 laps. I lost grip. This turn is a bit tricky because you usually end up in that wall right to the right there. So far, so good. I love this track for the elevation changes and stuff, it's very fun. One lap down, 1 to go. I am playing with a manual transmission. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have a clutch, so you are stuck with sequential manual. But it's better than automatic, in my opinion. More fun, at least. Next race I need to up the difficulty. Oh no. Oh yes. Those blue dots on the map to the left are the enemy. Sorry, not enemy, opponents. And the red dot is me. So I'm pretty far ahead. And there we go. Easy peasy. And we got the replay. We don't want to watch that right now. So I'm playing this on a real PS2. It's the PAL version because I'm Swedish. The fat PS2 version, not the slim one. This time we're gonna pick a world circuit, a real circuit. And we're not gonna pick Nürburgring just yet, but we're gonna take this track, which is also very fun. Apologies if you can hear my wheel or the chair in the background. I have tried to filter out the background noises the best I could. We are gonna pick an Opel this time. This one. And I'll up the difficulty by 3. One thing I like about this game is that things load pretty fast. Unlike Gran Turismo 6, where everything takes like 6 years to load. Let's go. Let's not go full throttle, because then I will spin. Now we can go full throttle. So in this game, cars don't take damage when you crash. So you can crash however much you like. Okay, I went out of bounds. Sorry if I'm swearing a lot. Also, I spun out. The AI in this game don't care if you are in the way; they just push. That turn always gets me for some reason. Now it's just straight ahead. And I can draft behind this guy so I get more speed. Something weird that happens in other faster cars I've noticed in this game, with a wheel at least, is above 300 kilometers an hour, the wheel starts shaking violently. So you have to hold on for dear life. That doesn't happen with a controller. Going on the grass is a tactic. Homemade tactic. Still one car ahead, and he's pretty far ahead, so I might not win. We'll see. There we go. I turned too far. No, I didn't win. That was a nice race, though. Quit. And now I'm just gonna straight away pick Nürburgring, the hardest track in the game, with a way faster car, like the Nissan R, I don't remember the name. In this game, Nissan has 99 models to choose from, which is a lot of Skylines. I'm gonna take this car with 788 HP horsepower. And that should be good. I run with racing hard instead of racing super soft because I want extra challenge. And with a car as powerful as this one, it's you will notice the lack of grip. All right, we're facing Audi R8, race car, Bentley, Minolta, all very fast, faster than this car. And there's 2 laps of this track, and the track is 21 kilometers long ish. Here we go. That Mercedes in front of me is very fast. I don't want to ram him and give him more speed. I want to pass. There we go. Not hit the grass. That's the other Nissan and Bentley in front of me. No, not the grass. That's what happens when you hit the grass, they pass you again. This car is very low and stiff, which is why it's bouncing all the time on this uneven track. Come on. Yes. Here's the Minolta and Audi, and I passed them both, but now I'm gonna crash. You definitely need both hands on the wheel. I should be able to catch them before the second lap. No. I'm so used to controller, it's a lot easier on controller. Come on. No, I hit him. Again in the grass. But now it's straight, so I can catch up. And now the wheel is doing that thing where it's shaking violently. Time to brake. Here is where many new players crash. And that's lap 1. Time for another. Six minutes 20 seconds. That's alright for not being used to the wheel. So, fun fact about the PlayStation 2 controllers is the buttons are pressure sensitive. So if you're playing a racing game with the controllers, you can bind the triggers instead of cross and square as brake and gas, and you can use them as if it was a modern controller with triggers. But cross and square are also pressure sensitive. Not the grass again. I have a pretty good lead, but I could lose it at any moment. Wheel spin. Out again, and I lost all my momentum. Still a good lead. 4 seconds. If you're watching this and you have never played Gran Turismo 4 before, obviously the giant two needles and the circles are the speed and tachometer. And the gear is in the middle and the speed is also in the middle. The circle on the right is the turbo boost. The thing at the bottom that's going left and right is the G-force meter. And the white line and red line that appear sometimes is the brake and gas, how much I'm braking and gassing. Sometimes when you get to a corner, or every corner actually, there appears a red number above the gear, which blinks when you're supposed to brake, and depending on what number that is the gear you're supposed to be in that corner. And now I hit the wall. Oh, and the fuel tank is the left, to the left of the speedometer. There's also 3 circles below the tachometer and speedometer to the left and right. Those to the very left are the handbrake icon and the traction control icon. If I had traction control on, the leftmost icon with the triangle would be blinking when I have tire slip. And now I hit the grass. The one to the right that looks like an oil can is the oil indicator if you have done too many kilometers without changing the oil. Which I believe actually, well, I know that it affects your horsepower. So if you do an oil change in the game, you get more, you get back the lost HP. But in arcade mode that doesn't matter because you don't drive that far anyway. It only matters in career mode. Oh no. Well, guess we're going off-road. And finish. Nice. So, yeah. This video has just been like a experiment with my Elgato, new Elgato capture card. So, thanks for watching and see you next time.